Hey everybody, it's Kate here, and Merry Christmas Eve to those of us who celebrate. This is a late video because, honestly, I've not had time to record anything. But I snuck away for a little bit because I at least wanted to finish this up and maybe get a few more videos going, so we will see. But yeah, welcome back to the Brooks Legacy. We're with Generation 3, Cayson. This is his new teenager photo, a slippery slope. So let's get into it. Yeah, I'm also so excited because where I stopped playing, Marin, Cayson, Blaze, and Oscar were all young adults, and Zyala was a teenager. So we're like officially at the halfway point, and I'm so excited. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? High school math is a lot harder than elementary school math. Even after several months, Cayson has been struggling to keep a B in that class. It's not the teacher's fault. Cayson finds it hard to concentrate a lot. He smiles so no one can see how he is struggling on the inside. Cayson's got a secret, one he can't even share with y'all. Cayson's made a promise, you see, and he will keep it, even if it's killing him. He's known, but at the same time he hadn't really. Not until recently, anyway. Cayson finds it hard to keep his emotions in check. Between the secret, the stress, the worry, and the big remaining feeling surrounding his new little sister, but he couldn't break. He couldn't. Cayson does his schoolwork in a daze for the most part. It's no wonder his grades are slipping. He worries Mom and Dad will find out soon. Not another thing on their plate. At least Scouts is going well. He's made it to Longhorn Scout. If only he could be happier about it. Cooking seems to be his only solace, but that's just for a little while. There's something in the repetitive motion and the following of a recipe. He likes following instructions, just with more creative freedom than the military offers. He finds it a struggle to sleep, so he takes a lot of naps, but it's mostly just him staring at the wallpaper. Zyala tries to make Cayson feel better with baby talk, but to be honest, he just kind of ignores her. It's not that he doesn't love her, but, well, that's really it, actually. But he can't tell his dad. She just popped in. You know? She's weird. She turned their life upside down. He knows logically that she's just a baby, but it isn't her fault. But there's a big part of him that's hard to ignore that says it is her fault. He tries to ignore those feelings. But Cayson is finding it hard to ignore the feelings that get bigger and bigger, because he can't escape them. Especially when his Aunt Hope comes over and gripes constantly about Marin, trying to squeeze him for details he couldn't really share, or he simply didn't have. He wasn't his cousin's keeper, but everybody seemed to think he was, just because they were so close. He was ashamed to admit there was a tiny bit of resentment, deep, deep down on that. But what his aunt was asking, he couldn't tell her, and he was really sorry for it. But he made a promise. All these secrets were eating him alive. To make up for the crushing guilt he feels, he helps around the house a lot. It keeps him busy and keeps the ugly feelings at bay, if only for a little while. Even if helping in Zyala's bunker made the feelings worse. The water is cold, but Cayson still gets in. Just to feel something. Like pain. He thinks he kind of deserves it. But he promised. He can't break a promise. He can't. He's jealous of Marin. He could tell someone, then she would... No. He couldn't do that to her. She had a chance to go do what she wanted to. He never understood it as a kid, but now... Looking at the crazy in their lives, and what happened to his dad, he wished he had the spine to go with her, but he couldn't do that to his parents. He wasn't a bad son. He wasn't wild and reckless like Marin. He wasn't selfish. Days pass Cayson by in a blur. He can barely remember what he's done or who he's talked to. Maybe some of his new school friends? He met them in a bathroom. They swapped a soda around. Don't tell his parents, but he sometimes skips a school period here and there to hang out with them. It's just nice to feel included in something and talk with somebody about nothing, you know? If his mom or dad noticed this change in behavior, they're too busy to do anything about it. He hopes he is hiding it well enough. It's Oscar and Zyla's birthday. Cayson busied himself at the stove as he felt the tension from the next room. Marin and Aunt Hope. He can't break his promise. He can't, even if he feels himself cracking. The party went well, Cayson thinks. He doesn't remember it too much. Red wanted hugs and kisses, then sneezed out his breath. He didn't think it was that nasty. Like, all he did was swap another soda around with his friends at the bleachers during his math class, but shared germs aren't bad. After that, he kept following Cayson around, though. Cayson made a couple of cooking tutorials and stuff. His media teacher said he has a celebrity face, and with his family name he could go far. As if. But still, it's just a fun little thing. It never hurts to try new things, or so his parents say. Another day of school that is a blur. Cayson isn't really aware of the blur. He is, but he isn't. It's just a nice feeling. The feeling doesn't last long, but then he gets to hang with his friends a few days later and it comes back. It's just enough for him to get by, even if he can barely remember anything. He kind of prefers it that way. Zyla had asked him if he was okay. He didn't answer her. He just ignored her and went to watch TV. She's old enough to go to school. He thought he might care about her more as they both got older, but not really. Was that bad of him? It was even more guilt to stew over. But that question, he avoided it like the plague. Was he okay? No. Not even a little bit. Oh boy. Cayson is having struggles and having some big feelings. Yeah. He's got a lot on his plate. He's definitely got the firstborn child syndrome, oldest son syndrome, the perfect son syndrome. He's feeling guilty over not caring for his little sister at all. I mean, he doesn't even really think of her. Like, she doesn't feel like a little sister, just feels like an invading alien parasite on their lives. Just a little bit. But he can't tell his dad that. Can't tell his mom that. I mean, it's been quite a while. And he's making new friends. So that's good. Yeah. Marin's secret? Maybe not so good. I mean, it's not a good secret at all to have. I think everybody can probably tell where it's going, but I mean, I guess at least she told somebody. Um, he is resenting her a bit for that, and he's kind of just resenting everything just a little bit. Um, yeah, I will put this in Marin's favor though. She has no idea that he is struggling with keeping it like he is. Um, because it's not like they hang out every day, and it's really easy to ignore things over text, like not share things over text, and that's mainly how they communicate. Um, like, she knows he's not super happy with her for this decision, but I don't think anybody would be. So, you know. Yay! Anyways, I'm finally glad that I got this up because I scripted this, I just had to fix it a little bit, because I originally wrote it in first person and I'm doing the generations, except for the second generation and first generation, in third person, so I have to just finagle it a little bit. Meant to do this like Sunday, and that did not happen. So, Merry Christmas Eve, have a present. And hopefully I'll get some videos up for tomorrow. I hope. I at least want to get one. I don't know. At this point, it's crazy in my house. And I'm also just trying to help my mom and trying to help my dad and spend time with them and whatnot because my dad is going to be leaving, like, I think January 2nd or something like that. And, all of that. So we'll see. I'm playing it by ear. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all so very much for watching. Merry Christmas Eve to those of us who celebrate. And if you do not, I hope you have a good day. And a good rest of the week. And if I don't get to put a video up for tomorrow, I'm really going to try. Merry Christmas, y'all. So, yeah. And don't forget, where the waters flow, legacies grow. Bye!